Hey guys, subscribe for daily content, and if you're shopping for gear, make sure you check out the description for the newest items at some of the very best online retailers. There's also links for some of the items that I personally recommend. Thanks!
What's going on YouTube? Metal Complex here, and today I've got another short little unboxing video to share with you guys. 3 knives from QSP, which we get periodically, but not super often. I did speak with them. They had some interesting models, so they asked me which ones I was interested in looking at, and I picked out I think 2. I don't think there's 3 different ones, but we're going to find out. All of this stuff should be available, so I'll link it down in the description. It does help my channel when you use those links, but that's up to you. Thanks to QSP for providing these knives for review. Thanks to my patrons for supporting me. Let's start off here with this one here is a premium knife. We're going to do that last. But let's take a look at these first. So we have the Emu. Oh, they are different. Okay, well, let's start with the Emu. I couldn't remember if I chose 2 or 3. So this first one here says 14C28N blade black. Oh, 14C28N blade. Black blade. Micarta handle. Okay. The Emu crossbar lock. Obviously going to be in a sub $75 tier. Hopefully well under 75. QSP. So this is my opinion of QSP. QSP tends to be on the higher side of execution and quality when it comes to their budget stuff. They do a really, really good job with their budget stuff. Typically, they used to be still, you could still buy the QSP Penguin. It's still one of the very best dollar for dollar knives out there at like $32, right? But they still do definitely some of the best work. Now, what's interesting about this is that this is a crossbar lock flipper, which up until very recently, it would have been like one of the only ones. I mean, I just recently handled something from Kershaw. That was a flipper crossbar lock. And before that, there was like the SOG thing and like 1 or 2 other things. But you don't see this very often. Oh my gosh. So it feels about the same, if not better. You know what? I've got it right here. It's the Kershaw Covalent. Let's get this thing out. So I actually really like this knife. Kershaw Covalent. I'm going to flip them back to back because I was ranting and raving about how good this felt. And it does. This feels better. That almost feels like I love the Covalent. I really do. That almost feels like it's got a detent ball. That's crazy. And I'll tell you why. I mean, we typically don't see flipper crossbar lock combinations because the exact positioning and the tension and all of that required to get the flipper to allow the blade to break away from the proper, tension so that it actually throws it into position. It just, it was totally doable. It just didn't end up, being very satisfying. If you guys remember the SOG, was it the Terminus? What was it? It was fine. It just, these are high tension Omega springs. Pretty high. It's also got the opening hole there. I got to try that again. Yeah. Man, that feels good. Yeah, that feels great. QSP. I know you guys don't like it when I don't wear gloves. It's my risk, okay? It's mine. It's for me. Maybe that drives my point home, right? Or maybe I'm just stupid. He's probably just stupid. But, they do a good crossbar lock. The flipper tab feels incredible, and so does the reverse flipping action. On top of that, nice micarta. Do we have full steel liners? Yeah. Milled out for weight reduction. Imagine that. QSP smart enough to accommodate for left-handed people with an ambidextrous locking system. It's crazy to me that there are companies out there who can't or won't do it. It's insane. Nope, left-handed people don't exist or don't matter. Oh man, yeah, this feels pretty good. I mean, they're not reinventing the wheel with the profile. It's a reverse tanto, or that's what I'm going to call it, with an opening hole. Probably could have carved out a little bit more room right here, but truthfully, the blade sticks up enough. There's plenty of room in there. What is this, 14C28N micarta? I'm going to venture to guess, just because it's QSP, they're probably over 60, 65 maybe. Hopefully not at 70. I would like to see it stay there, but who knows? I mean, by the time you guys are watching this video, I'll have linked it, so I will know. But at the exact moment of this recording, that in the world of this rectangle, I don't know. So this next one is called the Beetle. Okay. Get her out. Oh my goodness, very beetly. Usually when you call... This is fun. Absolutely looks like a toy. Absolutely, but I think that's what's fun about it, right? We need stuff like this. It's like I say all the time, we need it. Don't look like a gas station knife. Don't look like a gas station knife. I like to eat pine cones. Like, yeah, okay, I get, like, I understand where that's coming from, but at the same time, in a world where we don't have any of that crossover gas station aesthetic, we end up with Ontario Rat 2s and Open L's and Buck 110s. Neat! I would rather see something a little bit wild so that I don't, like, jump off a bridge. It just makes it interesting. Look at this. This is so weird. That's just, that's so wild. So what is this? Blue Cerakote for the blade and the internal liners. Oh, look what they did here. They marked the flipper tab so that you would know which one to use. I've never actually seen that before or thought about it. We have a symmetrical flipper, and before you guys ask, you've already asked. No, this edge isn't sharp. It's a false edge, though. QSP, you probably could have. You got pretty good depth there. You probably could have sharpened it. They probably have manufacturing laws. Maybe, I don't know. I would guess. Don't see a lot of double-edged flipper daggers coming out of China. I would imagine there's a reason for that, right? But they probably could have gotten away with it. We've got a false edge here, even though, just like on the Arch Nemesis, you can, just use the flipper tabs to get it in there. At least now you don't have to worry about that. You can just use the false edge there. Pretty cool, though. So probably Cerakote. Could just be paint. It could be nothing special. Nice G10. I like that it shows through. It's kind of neat. I mean, this isn't going to be something interesting for a lot of people, but it is fun. It's different, and that's getting progressively harder to do. Now that our market. I mean, our market was oversaturated. People are saying like the market for knives is oversaturated in terms of like designs and just quantities of stuff. Yeah, that's not a new. Like it was that way 10 years ago. For sure, right? But it's becoming incredibly difficult to make something even remotely unique, remotely special now. And then finally, something much heavier and something premium. This is the Mustang QS 132 limited edition Desert Ironwood handle Raffir fossils inlay on bolsters. Wow. Not typical materials for QSP in my experience. What the heck? It's a pouch. Oh, okay. Well, maybe this is why. Maybe this is why I only remember two, because I don't remember asking. I don't remember asking about this one, but okay. Oh, yes, I do. It's a lockback. Okay, yeah. So we have wood. These are steel, and then we've got that Raffir. It's pretty nice looking. What do we have? M390. Not typical to see a Chinese, I'm going to call this an American, like kind of the classic American style lockback, right? Trying to get it to disengage. It is a lockback and not a slip joint. So we don't have that half stop there that looks, I mean, my brain was going for that. So I guess I'm just speaking out loud. But M390, not typically a blade material that we see on something like this. Now, considering, I wonder what this is running on. I'm trying to guess what the price is going to be. I don't know. Maybe washers. Easy to get out of there. Considering this is wood and steel, like it's not titanium. There's no, like the wood is nice and so is the Raffir. I'm hoping they still keep the price reasonable on this, right? I don't know. It's really hard for me to gauge what this should be priced at. I would hope, and I could be way off, I would hope to see it at under $150. But maybe it isn't. Maybe it's more than that. How's the lockup? I'm trying to keep my fingerprints off of it. Really solid. Really feels good. Yeah, actually, I'm not a big fan of the wood, but it does look nice, and the fit and finish and the transition from one material to another feels really, really smooth, really nice. I don't have a problem with that, and it would have been awesome to see something like carbon fiber right there. That's okay. Not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, so like I said, this is just an unboxing and first impressions. 3 new models from QSP wild stuff. Not stuff that we typically see. I mean, this more along the leaning the way of normal for QSP, but these two in particular definitely a little bit different there. But that's cool. You'll see reviews on all this stuff. Full length reviews will just take a little bit. I do like. I know you guys. Some of you guys want to see this. This appears to be pretty good quality. I don't know a lot about leather working and sheaths and stuff like that. So if you do, then you can judge this. You know, I don't know if you think this looks good or not. But I'll let you take a look there. Anyways, please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you'd like to check out my other content, I do, of course, have lots of videos of knives that are either expensive or inexpensive that I do or don't like, so check those out. And if you enjoy all my content, go ahead and click on the Metal Complex logo right there and subscribe because there's definitely more coming. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a great day.